Hi dear teachers, I am going to show you in this video how you can log into Microsoft Teams and then create a class using your mobile phone. Your mobile phone can be an Android device or an iOS device, but using both these mobile phones, mobile apps, mobile operating systems, you can create Microsoft Teams classes. First of all, you need to download Microsoft Teams app to your phone. How do you download? If you are using the Android phone, you have to go to the Play Store like this, and then you have to look for Microsoft Teams. Just type Microsoft Teams on the top, and then it will show you the Microsoft Teams app. Now I have already installed it in my phone, that is why it does not say an installation instruction. I can directly open it. In your case, you will see an installation instruction. Once you install it, and when the app opens up, you will have to input to it the username that is given to you. Remember, it's not an install ID. Your username will have your EPF number at apollo.lk. That's how the general usernames are formed. And if you have not been given a EPF number as yet, you will be having another number using which you can log into Microsoft Teams. And the password, initially, I think all of you have already logged into Microsoft Teams without any difficulty. So, and once you logged in, some of you were asked to change the password, some of you have not been asked. Either way, you can use the existing password that you have with you, the latest password, to log into the Microsoft Teams app on your mobile phone. So let's see how we can create a class. You can open Microsoft Teams app, and then if you look at the top left hand corner, you will see 3 horizontal small lines. When you click that, you will see different. Now why you can see so many usernames here is because I have so many usernames that I've used to test and log in using Microsoft Teams. You will probably see your own username, and if you are using the same phone, if your child or if another person is using the same phone to log into Microsoft Teams with a different account, that account details will also be there. So as of now, I'm logged in as a demo.tg at apollo.lk. That's why you see here with a small tick mark. And once you are here, you need to check the teams. To check the teams that are assigned to you, or the classes that are assigned to you, at the very bottom, click on the Teams icon. When you click on the Teams icon, you will see all the classes that are assigned to you. Now, one thing you need to do initially when you log in order for you to take your children into your class, you need to activate your students in your class. How do you do that? Once you see this list of classes, under each class, you will see general, something called general. It's a general channel. It's called a channel, and you have a general channel to each online class that you have. It's a common channel that is there for, by default it's there. If you don't see the general channel under your class names, you will see a small arrow towards the left hand side corner of your phone. When you click that arrow, you will start seeing the general channel, or if you have many other channels, you will start seeing those channels as well. So the moment you log in, click on the general channel of the respective classes assigned to you, and then you will get a message like 13 students are waiting to join. Now you need to activate this. You need to click the activate button there in order for the students to see your class. So the moment you log in using your Microsoft Teams account, you check your class, go to the general channel, and then look for this activate button, and then click on that. So that's how you activate it. The second thing you need to check is down at the very bottom, you will see a few icons, and in those icons, select the calendar icon. And when you select the calendar icon, you will see all the classes that are being assigned as of now. On the bottom right hand corner, you should see this plus mark. You see a small plus mark that is attached to a small calendar icon. Now, that has to be there. Without that, you can't schedule a class, right? So what we are going to now is we are going to schedule a class. Today, I think if you are going to create a class today or any other day, you need to do this before any other classes. Anything to do with anything regarding Microsoft Teams, you have to do this. So let's click on that icon, and I'll show you how you can schedule a class. I'll be scheduling a class under staff members of Lyceum Gampaha to show you how it can be done. Let's click that icon, and let's put a title. Be very careful when you put the title. Don't just put the title as maths class or online class. Put the title in as meaningful way, but as short as possible. If it's mathematics, if you have the class for mathematics in a 10 national, mention the grade, the section and the class as well. If it's going to be 10 national XA, please write 10 national XA maths class. So that's a must, because otherwise you can't, children will find it very difficult and confusing, because mathematics classes are being held across all the grades. So you make sure to specifically mention the class along with the subject. So let's put that. Let's say this is a demo of how to schedule a class, right? Demo of how to schedule a class. So you don't have to click add participants, because your children are already there in the respective classes and respective channels. You don't have to add participants one by one. But if you want another teacher to help you conduct the class, you can click add participants icon and then add the respective participant that you want to add, right? So that's something that you can do. You can filter this hopefully. Let's see whether we can look for some teachers. Yes, so you just simply have to type the EPF number and it will give you the participants to add to the meeting. Let's set that. You don't have to do this for students, because they are already by default added. So I just added another person just to help me out with this meeting. And now we come to share to a channel section. Only channel members can attend a channel meeting. That means if the students are assigned to your class, only those children can attend to this particular meeting, right? That's what it says. Add individual members as participants to send them the meeting invite directly. If you want to add anyone else other than the students in your class, that's why you have to use the add. You have to add the individual members using the add participants icon, right? So we are going to share this to. So you will see all the classes that are assigned to you once you click that. So I'm going to share this to, let's say, staff of Lyceum Apollo. I have so many groups here, so there's no proper way to navigate if you have so many groups other than simply to browse it like this. So let's try to locate it. I'm trying to go there and do it because I don't want to. Okay, no, let's add a class. Let's add to a existing class this meeting, and I'll show you how to delete the schedule or cancel the schedule as well. So let's go to the very top. And okay, now I'm going to add a meeting, or the schedule, I'll be scheduling the meeting to 10 Cambridge Commerce A class. So if you can see, the naming of the class is also important because under Apollo.lk we have 2 more schools. So to distinguish those classes from our classes, when you look for the class, first type LG, stands for Lyceum Gampaha, and 10, that's a grade. Cambridge or National, that's a section. If you are doing classes for grades lower nursery to grade 8, you don't have to write the Cambridge or National part. You can simply say grade 8A or 8B. As the Cambridge classes have commerce and science sections, that's why you get 10 Cambridge Commerce A. It can be 10 Cambridge Science, 10 Cambridge Science A, B, and so forth. The other 3 digits stand for the subject code. ACC is the subject code. Now, how is this ACC or the count subject code is derived? It's also pretty straightforward. If your subject name has 1 word, the first 3 letters have been taken as the subject code. If your class has 2, if your subject has 2 words, social studies, if for an instance social studies, I have taken the first letter of the first word and the first 2 letters of the second word. So social studies will look, its subject code will look like S from social and ST from study. So SST. So in the event of having 3 or more words in your subject name, I have taken the first letter of each word. So that's how the naming has been done. So ICT, of course, information communication technology, It has been shortened as ICT. So I'm going to set up a class now to in the subject class of 10 Cambridge Commerce A. So you select the general channel, right? You can create, in fact, more channels, not just the general channel when you go to a class. These channels can refer to projects or lessons. So in your accounting subject for grade 10 Cambridge Commerce class, you can have, for each lesson, you can have a channel created, right? So general channel is accessible to everyone. It's somewhat like the common meeting place for each channel, each subject class. But if you want to have additional channels created, that's also possible. And then you mention the time. It's not going to be an all-day event, so I'm going to click on the date. It's going to be 31st, and I'm going to click on the time to adjust the time. So let's have this meeting at 15:30. So 15 is already selected, and let's select the, okay, it's 15:30, right? Let's have it at 15:40, right? So time is added. Now automatically this application reserves you half an hour, but please note that you can have your classes scheduled for a longer duration. There's no limitation as such for the duration of an online class. Now this repeat button is also important. Let's say if you want to repeat the same class every Monday, every week at the same time, so you simply select the appropriate scheduling frequency. It can be every day at the same time, or it can be every week on the let's say today is Thursday. So every Thursday, every week you can have it. If you just put every week, then this meeting will be scheduled every Thursday on a weekly basis at 3:40. Right, but we are not going to do that. So we will simply, let's say never, it's just a one-off meeting. You can test this using your scheduler. And then you need to add a description. Of course, the description is seen by the students when they log into Microsoft Teams. You can add anything here that the students should be aware of when they attend the meeting. Be it, okay, you can, if you're having an effective speech period on that day, you can mention the names of the students who are due for the delivery of the speech, or you can mention whatever that you want to have on the meeting can be mentioned here. So after that is done, you click you tick it, the tick mark, you can click it on the top right hand corner, and once it is done, this meeting will get scheduled. Right. So to see whether it's there, it might take some time to populate the meeting. You can see it now. Demo of how to schedule a class. It's appeared in the calendar. So this is how you schedule a meeting. Now today, if you are having a meeting, or any other day you are having a meeting, you have to create this well beforehand. Now, just because we have created a meeting, it's not enough. What if your students will disturb you? What if they try to initiate the meeting before you initiate the meeting? There's a way to limit all these things. Once you create this meeting, you go to the meeting and without clicking the join button, click the middle of that time slot. Right? Okay. Now when you click that middle time slot, you will see something called meeting options. Let's click on that. This is where the magic happens. Let's click on the meeting options icon, and it will take some time for it to load. This is a bit of a slow process. It takes a while for it to load. Okay, great. Once you have it, who can bypass the lobby? Now there's a lobby that is there with each scheduled meeting, right? Lobbies where people will get held up before the presenter takes them in, right? So who can bypass the lobby? People in my organization, that is students or staff members, everyone, anyone, only me. So if you click only you will be able to, the moment you join the meeting, you will be taken to the meeting setup. If a child joins in with this setting on, if a child joins in, the child will not be able to join the meeting until you take the child in specifically, right? So if you want your children to, if you come to the meeting well in advance before the time starts, you can join this, right? By default, children cannot have meetings. They can't call the meetings If you notice any student who have called up the meeting, or in the sense who have started the meeting before you have joined the meeting, please let us know. So as of now, they can't call meetings, right? Anyway, let's put only you, so that you will have to take the children in. But if you want to, if you are early to the classroom, if you are there on time, then you can simply add everyone. So anyone who comes to the meeting will be able to join the meeting, or rather, let's say people in your organization, right? Okay, right. Or you can simply say everyone. Let's put that, right. Always let callers bypass the lobby. That's not relevant for us. Announce when callers join or leave. That's not that relevant either. Who can present? This is extremely important. Who can present? You need to put only you, because only you should be able to control the meeting, right? If you don't put this, everyone who comes to the meeting will be able to control your mic and everything. You'll be able to they'll be able to disturb you. So you can put only me, and allow attendees to unmute. Is when you mute the participants, they can unmute themselves. That's another feature that's here. So let's leave it like that, because you can at any given time you can unmute your participants. And now let's save it. If you don't do this, you have to do this. You have to make yourself only the presenter. Otherwise, it's going to be a havoc, right? So once you're done, you can close it. So that's it. That's how you create. That's how you schedule a meeting. And once you schedule this meeting, what would students see? The students of the respective section will also see something similar to this. Once they log in, they'll also see this, right? And once they click the Teams icon, they'll see they're on all their classes. And when they click the calendar icon, they will see all the meetings that are scheduled for them. So if they won't see meetings that are not relevant to them, only the meetings that are relevant to them will be shown here, and they'll be able to join them. So to join the meeting, of course, you simply have to click join, and then it will take you into the meeting. That's it. And you can, of course, have the video off and mic is off when you join in. Let's join the meeting. Video is off as of now. So that's how you meet. And once you are there, once you are in the meeting, there are a few other things that you can take note as well. Now, once you are joining, you will see on the top right hand corner a small icon with two individuals. Let's click on that, and that will show you whoever who are there in the meeting. Now, in your case, you will see all the children who are in this, who are all the children that are assigned to the meeting. And you can add people also by clicking the top icon. And if you click the three dots that you can see at the very bottom, if you don't see the three dots, you simply just a small touch in the middle of the screen will take the horizontal menu bar up. So you can click on the three dots, and you can start this. You can click on the start recording, and the moment you click start recording, it will start recording everything that you can see on this screen. And sharing, of course, you can start when you click share. You will get another option. I'll show you that options. You can share a photo, you can share your screen, and I think it's the best thing is to share your screen. Even you can even present a PowerPoint presentation using your phone. If you have Google Slides or Microsoft PowerPoint installed in your phone, you can do the demonstration. You can do the PowerPoint slideshow in the phone using the phone itself. So so you can that's what happens when you click the share button. You can raise the hand if you're in a meeting or your students are in a meeting. They can raise the hand to show that they have something to ask. And there's another thing. If you see at the very bottom, you see change layout. Now this change layout allows you to see all your children. Now, if I don't have, I'm just recording this empty meeting, that is why I don't see any options here. But if you have more than 10 students in your class, you will see two other options at this button, at this very bottom. When you get to the change layout, you will see large gallery mode, and together view. Large gallery mode allows you to see about up to 49 students with their faces. So if they have their cameras on, you will be able to see them. The together mode is another way of seeing your entire classroom. It'll bring in artificial intelligence into the application, and it'll show you that your students are in a classroom, right? So that's how you if you want to view the children, you can click that view, but you need to have more than 10 students to see that. So that's basically how you can uh, see whatever that's how you basically conduct a meeting online. You can of course play around with this app and see whether there are glitches, and if you encounter any difficulty, please let us know. We have sent each and every one of you, including children, login details, and along with the login details we have sent a link, a Google form link. Please use that Google form and then send us if you encounter any difficulty when you're conducting classes using Microsoft Teams, because otherwise if you start to message us, there'll be so many messages coming from so many areas, and it will be very difficult for us to uh, track down the issues, whether we have resolved the issue or not. But if you use the the Google form link that we have included in your login details, we should be able to track whether we have responded to your service requests as well. So this is how you go about using Microsoft Teams mobile app when you want to conduct classes. There are so many great videos on YouTube on how to use Microsoft Teams. And this is not just a platform where you can have online classes. You can, if you want, you can have even assignments done on Microsoft Teams. You can check their homework. So many things are possible with this. So you can check out those YouTube videos and then go get to know more about how you can use and benefit from Microsoft Teams. Thank you very much. If you have any queries, any area that is unclear, please let us know. Before I wind up, I'll remind you two things. Before you start the class, you need to take your students in. I'll try to show you that back again. Before you start your class, you need to go to the Teams and then go to any channel, a general channel of any other class that you have, and you need to activate the students. Otherwise the students will not be able to see your classes, to see their classes. That's one. Second thing is check whether you can see these plus mark in the calendar tab at the bottom right hand corner. See whether you can see the plus mark, and if you don't see that, please let us know. Especially you will see the students who are yet to be activated, but if you don't see this plus mark at the bottom right hand corner, please let us know to see what's wrong with your account settings. Thank you very much. Hope you'll have a pleasant experience using Microsoft Teams. Thank you.